Hi there and welcome back to another NJS instructional video. In this video I'm going to show you how to replace the air filter in your Mazda CX-5. Now this particular model is the KF Series 2017 Mazda CX-5 and it's running the 2-litre SkyActiv-G engine. Now replacing the air filter is one of the simplest things that you can do for your vehicle, and it's also one of the most important in maintaining your vehicle properly. Now the importance of engine air filtration shouldn't be underestimated, which is why cleaning or replacing the air filter element as per the vehicle service schedule is very important. Stay tuned for a future episode which we look at engine air filtration and its importance in more depth. For this particular vehicle, Mazda recommend that the air filter element is replaced every 60,000 kilometers or 3 years. Before we start, it's important that we have the right air filter element to replace the current air filter element. I have here a brand new genuine Mazda air filter element which is suitable for this particular vehicle and its engine. The part number is shown here and it's also shown on your screen. I've decided to use genuine parts in this case because of the importance of air filtration. Now some of the features with this air filter element, it is one way, so it can only go in one way and it only works in the one direction, so dirty air, clean air out. It also has a left and a right markings, so you know exactly where to put it in the airbox. Now I purchased this air filter directly from Mazda for around $64. So now that we have the right air filter, let's walk through how we go about replacing it. Firstly, make sure that your vehicle's engine is off, the transmission is in park, and the handbrake is on. Secondly, pop the bonnet latch, and this is located near the steering wheel. Next, open the bonnet and locate the air filter, which for this particular vehicle is on the left hand side or the right hand side when viewing this video. Locate the airbox and then undo the clips that secure the housing, and then this will allow you to actually lift up and remove that top portion of the air filter box. Now it's always good to check the underside of the what's meant to be the clean air intake, and even put your hands or fingers in to the actual hosing and just make sure there's no dust and debris in there, which means that the air filter is actually working and sealing and doing its job. So we can now just simply remove the old air filter element like that and put that aside. So that's where the actual air is fed before it's filtered, and that box seems to be not too bad, actually fairly clean. So we have the new filter here on the left hand side, and just to make sure we got left and right, so that'll be going in like that. So that's the bottom side and that's the top side where it seals, and then on the right hand side over here we have the old air filter. You can see just how dirty the underside is. And that will cover in more in depth in the air filtration video, which will be coming up, but at least it's doing its job and the top side is fairly clean. So similar story, left and right, and genuine Mazda air filter. So that we will be discarding and putting in its place the brand new one. Now what I like to do is, before we put this new air filter element in, I'm just going to grab a Sharpie, and on the left hand side, it doesn't really matter where, but just to conceal it more, I'm just going to put a black dot like that. And that way we can make sure that if a mechanic or someone who's servicing the vehicle says that they replace the air filter, we can actually check against the one that we've put in because of this black dot. So what you'll have to be mindful of is when you're fitting the new air filter, you can see that there's a wiring loom or harness that comes down the side. You just have to be careful when repositioning the air filter box that you make sure you clear that harness. Otherwise it'll jam and clash with the airbox, and you won't actually be able to get the airbox in properly. And it could also do a bit of damage to that wiring harness. Now the air cleaner box has been reassembled. If the clips are tough to get on, it's most likely that there's a bit of misalignment and that you have to reposition that top portion of the air cleaner box. It should be fairly straightforward to actually re-clip the air box together. So that's a good telltale sign if you've put it back together properly. Now what I like to do is I'm going to start the vehicle's engine and just listen out around the airbox for any unusual suction or vacuum noises, and if there isn't any, we know that we've got a good seal around the airbox. So we've double checked the air cleaner, both the visual check and also running the engine, and we couldn't identify any suction noises. So there you have it. That's how you can replace the air filter element in your Mazda CX-5. I hope you found this video informative. I'd really appreciate if you liked it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit that bell notification icon as well. Thanks for watching.